I'm ChezPride. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I wanted to bring you guys a patch update review. I will say I am so sorry this video is coming over 24 hours after the patch came out. A lot of stuff's been happening and I just did not have time to record till right now, but I still wanted to make a video because it's a pretty big patch. I'm pretty excited. I want to sit down and read all over the patch notes. I figured if I was going to take the time to read over the patch notes, I might go ahead and make a video on it and just show stuff off to y'all as well. So here we are on the Sims 4 Twitter page. The date that this patch came out on is 7/18/2023 is the patch before the horses come out, which is coming out on the 20th. Probably by the time you're watching this, it's already past 20th. But horses are coming out. I'm super excited. Got a lot planned for that. But for now, we are going to read the patch notes. I just wanted to show you this is where I'm finding the patch note. This post right here, with three sisters, chili being the first word, is where the patch notes link is. But let's jump into the patch notes. Waste no time here. I will go into the game and show you stuff throughout the patch notes, but I'm majorly just going to be reading over the patch notes. And like I said, the link is in the Sims 4 Twitter. So, update 7/18/2023, straight from the horse's mouth. Hello, Simmers. These horses will be coming around the mountain in just a few days. Get ready for the new arrival in the Sims 4 Horse Ranch Expansion Pack. We have rounded up a number of exciting base game updates and bug fixes to share with you. Let's get into it. Sim Guru George. What's new? First off, let me introduce Sim Guru Ash. Hiya, Simmers. Today's update is an array of new hairs and creative presets. Braids and long flowing hair is important to the cultural identity of indigenous people in America. To reflect in-game, we are enthused at 3 hairstyles in the form of double braid, a single braid, and length hair that extends down to the Sim's back. Alright, so since this is Native American themed, I decided to pull a modern Pocahontas off the gallery and show off these 3 hairstyles with. Couldn't help myself, I'm sorry. But this is the first hairstyle. We don't have that many hairs that come this far down. When the game first came out, there we go. I had to English. When the first came out, the longest hair we had were to the shoulders, and several years later, it came out with some that are down to the back. But they haven't added a lot. Like, I can only think of a couple of hairstyles that come this far down, if even. So, I'm glad to be seeing some different hairs that are so long. I think that is very much needed in the game. I've been saying that for a long time. So, I'm excited about this hairstyle. I think it's super cute. There's 2 others, too. There's a single braid, which looks nice from the back. I do say it comes off the back, and it's really nice. It stands out. It's not just flat. But I don't like the front. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just how I personally like to wear my hair is not have it all pulled back. I at least want a little bit of, like, something going on in the front. So that's just a personal opinion, but the braid looks beautiful. I did a really good job. They even have a ponytail holder up here that curls over itself. Like, it's hard to see in this texture or this color, but like, we make it blonde. You can see how the ponytail wraps over itself. Like, you would just put it in a ponytail. I think that's really cool. I'm sorry. I just think that's really cool. And then we have the double braided ponytail, which is probably my favorite hair out of these 3. I love this. I'm totally going to be using this a lot. I love putting my hair, or my Sims in braided hairs and pigtails and stuff like that. So, this is definitely going to be used. I think it is so cute. But that is the 3 hairstyles. And then it continues. For our East Asian Sims, we have a large selection of new eye presets and brows, tapered, straight, and wavy shapes. You also will see 3 new under bag eyes in eye detail category. So actually on their Twitter they showed off the eyes, so you don't have to go look for them because they're not starred. I wish they would just star them for everyone, but they don't do that. So here are for the male, these, in case you're having a hard time seeing, these last 8 eyebrows are the new ones. I personally don't like that many of these, but it's fine. And these are they the same on male and women, or is it different? It is different. Well, the eyebrows are the same, but the eye presets are, I think they're in different places. They look very similar, but they're a little bit different, and they're different places. So the new one for the female is here, here, and here. And they have the last 8 on the eyebrows. So the eyebrows are just the same. And then for the eyes for the males is this one, and this one. Alright, I don't know why they didn't show pictures of these, but these are the new eye bags. I'm kind of assuming that this one is the old one and these are the 3 new ones. I don't play with facial features like this very often, so I'm not honestly sure, but these are the 3 last ones. So we have this, we have this, which I actually kind of like this. It's not a full bag, it's just a little exhaustion mark. I could totally see using these to help make elders. And then we have some really baggy eyes. And I think this was the one we already had, but yeah, that one was a lot worse than these 3. So I assume that's the case, but I don't know. I kind of like this one. This one's cute. And then it continues. To bring something delicious to the table, the Three Sisters chili is now available to cook on the grill. In Native American tradition, the Three Sisters are corn, beans, and squash. They grow best together in the same plot. The eldest sister's corn provides the strong foundation for the beans to climb. The beans enrich the soil with the nitrogen, and the youngest sister's squash covers the ground, protecting all the roots. We cannot wait to see what kind of Sims and stories you create with this update. I think that's really cool. I love when they give the little history behind the dishes and the little things they add into base games and stuff. I just think that's so cool. They do have a picture of it along with showing off the 3 hairstyles that I showed you, but this is the chili. I think it looks pretty good, especially compared to like some other base game items. So, I don't know. This looks pretty good. It's very vibrant. You can see the corn bits. You can see the chili texture. Hands on. Good job. Good job. But anyways, and now it says, Sims Guru George is back now. Traits have been a bit reorganized, as you will now find traits more evenly distributed under the emotional, hobby, lifestyle, and social category. Alright, so like they said, we have emotional, we have hobbies, we have lifestyle, and we have social. So I'm just going to go and show you which ones are under which category. Now, so under emotional, we have ambitious, cheerful, childish, clumsy, creative, erratic, genius, gloomy, goofball, high maintenance, hot-headed, paranoid, romantic, self-assured, squeamish, unflirty. Which, by the way, thank you for putting them in alphabetical order. That I'm more excited about the fact they're in alphabetical order than they're in the categories. Like, honestly, they could just take out the whole category thing and just put all of them in alphabetical order, and I'd be so happy with that. But at least that each category is alphabetical now. That makes me very happy. Under hobbies, we have art lover, bookworm, dance machine, foodie, geek, loves the outdoors, maker, music lover, and recycle disciple. Also, I will mention that these are all coming from all the packs except the Star Wars pack. So if there's some missing because I don't have the Star Wars pack, that's why. I just really don't care about the Star Wars pack. But anyways, so under lifestyle we have active, adventurous, child of the islands, child of the ocean, freegan, glutton, f- green friend, kleptomaniac, lactose intolerant, lazy, materialistic, neat, overachiever, perfectionist, slob, and vegetarian. And then last we have the social, and I think the social has the most. Jeez, okay. So we have animal enthusiast. How is that not under hobby? Wouldn't that be under hobby? Oh, whatever. I guess not, because the cat lover and the dog lover are here. I'm jumping ahead though. Bro, cat lover, dog lover. Evil, family oriented, good, hates children, insider, jealous, loner, loyal, mean, non-committal, outgoing, party animal, proper, self-absorbed, snob, and socially awkward. So that is all the traits. And then continues. I am so excited to tell you about ceilings. This is the part I'm excited about. The ability to apply colors and patterns to the ceilings is now yours. When you open up build mode, you will find an update where you will previously applied floor patterns now is renamed floor and ceiling patterns. Simply select ceilings by tile or ceilings by room and select your pattern, and then it applies it to the ceiling of your choice. This does not apply to the underside roofs, which I'm sad about because if you have a roof sticking out, it's still going to look white. But this is an improvement. This is very much an improvement. I'm very happy about that. I will show it off in just a second. I want to play around with it. But another feature that is coming is that you can now enter free camera mode and build mode, which is what I call tabs mode, because you press tabs to go in that mode. To get the best look at those ceilings, simply enable it as you would in live mode, which is like I just said, you press the tabs button and then you can use the WSAD and your mouse key to like move around and stuff. It's pretty cool. I love it. I go into that mode a lot, especially for screenshots for my slideshows. But yeah, and then there are also a number of wall, floor, fence, and door patterns that have been updated in the base game. I will slowly scroll through this. It shows every single floor and other stuff that has been updated, and there's like several different swatches. I've seen someone else go through them. I'm not going into the base game and searching through all those floors and doors and whatever to find all this. But feel free to come here. Like I said, you can go on the Twitter and get the links to this patch notes, or you could just look here at all this. I'm going over it a couple of times. You can pause and read it. But yeah, I just have no interest. I'm not that much of a builder. I do build a lot of my own builds, but I'm not a big builder, so I wouldn't really even know which was the new colors and whatnot, so I don't think it's fair for me to go through that. But I will go into build mode and show you the free camera and the ceilings. Alright, here we are in game to show off these things. So first of all, when I'm talking about tabs mode, or they're calling it free camera, this is what I'm talking about. It's just like you can pan around, you can move freely, and it's just really good for screenshots and stuff. So now, this is in live mode, but apparently now they made where you could do it in build mode. So I'll show it off in a minute, but let me talk about ceilings for a minute. So some of y'all might be like, why are we painting ceilings? And basically, the ceilings look horrible when you try and take screenshots in this mode, or just try around this mode in general, because they're just stark white. Like, let me show you. Like, you see this house? Granted, it's not a nice house, but it could be a okay house. But then, like, say you want to get, like, a cute shot, like, from up here, or, I mean, down here, for up there. For some reason, you want to get the shot. But the ceiling, The ceiling, there's no texture. You can remove it and just have the roof underneath, but it's very like, what if it was like wood, like this? Or what if it was blue? This house has a blue theme. What if the ceiling was blue? And it kind of just like, it looked better than just stark white. You know? So, that's what they have fixed. So let me show you how it works. So in build mode, you go here, and I think you have to be above the room that you want to paint. And you go to floor tiles, which is now floor and ceiling patterns. And I'm going to turn off tabs mode, or grid. But basically, any flooring here, out of all this flooring we have, any of it can go on the ceiling. So basically, all you do is just like in a floor, you have the floors by tile and the floors by room, which if you do the floor by tile, you're doing one tile at a time or dragging across to do multiple tiles. But if you do by room, then you do the entire room. So the ceilings work the exact same way, but let me show you when you do it by tile, this pops up, and then either option. This pops up, and you can see the ceiling, and you can even see where the light fixtures are. I have to have a floor tile selected for it to work, but you can see where the light fixtures are, so you can base your pattern around that if you're doing a pattern, or you can just do the whole room at once. Let's say I said blue, right? So let's try a blue roof. I'm just going to have fun with this for a minute, because this is my first time experimenting. What if it was like a blue carpet? So I'm going to do it by room and do the whole thing, including the roof. I want to see the difference between the inside and the outside. So this is where I'm trying, going into tabs mode and build mode. So I'm pressing tab. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. You can turn grid on and off. You can go up and down. You can't go between layers, but you can go up and down to access all the layers. This is so cool. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's look at the ceiling above. Oh my god. Okay, so this is what the outside looks like when I put a blue on the ceiling. I think it actually looks way better. Like, even though it's carpet, which would make no sense, but it just looks so much better than the white. Like, oh my goodness. I'm so happy with this. I am so happy with this. I want to get a good picture of it, though, so let me do that. Well, we'll just get like this shot right here. Yeah, that's fine. And then when we go on the inside, what does it look like? So, let's go a little bit faster. Look up. Okay, so you can't, it's also, I bet, yeah, because area is darker than where the lights are. So, it does depend on your lighting, and we all know that base game houses and some pack houses have horrible lighting because the EA team sucks with building. I hate to say that, but it's a fact. But you can tell that it's a blue carpet. It looks really nice. I don't know. It looks like a popcorn ceiling. It doesn't look like carpet to me. It looks like a blue popcorn ceiling, and I kind of love it. Now that we've showed that, I want to make an ugly ceiling. I'm going to try to make an ugly ceiling. Why? Because I can. I'll just do this part. But I don't know what to do. So let's see. Let's go for a base. I did say blue, but I want to make it ugly. So I'm going to turn off the blue filter. And I'm thinking carpets have some of those ugly swatches. Like these. These are horrible. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, so we'll stick with a blue theme. Do we want blue and wood? Or do we want blue and green? Let's do blue and green. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have that floor pattern. And then I'm thinking if we add it like, what? I don't know what would look good. I want to add a fence, but I know that's not gonna show up. Oh, I should have thought this out. Okay, well, maybe we can do this in the green. And I want to do custom tiles. And this may sound weird, but what if I did, feel me out, a little Plumbob? I mean, is it cute or is it ugly? I honestly can't tell. Also, I don't know where. Oh yeah, that totally went into the room. Okay. It's really, it's kind of, okay, so let's, okay, so when you have the tools out, luckily it works. You can, and click on the tools, but as soon as you click on the mouse, it disappears. I see. Okay. So I want to do the Plumbob a little bit lower because now with the walls up, I can see which rooms is where. So maybe we'll do it even this way. Oh my god, this is such an ugly floor pattern. I literally just want to make like the ugliest roof I can right quick. I don't know why. And then maybe we could go with like the lighter green color, which is why I actually meant to do the Plumbob in. Whoops. Okay, well, let me redo that. See, but that's not as ugly. It's still ugly, but it's not as ugly. I don't know. And then, maybe over here we can get some... Is there like a bright green carpet? I mean, surely this one does. Yeah. Here we go. And maybe just some like fun little random speckles around it. Oh my god, this looks so ugly. Okay. Well, let's see what it looks like in live mode when we go into tabs. Because we've already seen what it looks like in tabs mode and build mode. But okay. And, oh my god, it's there. It's there. Oh my god. I just made such an ugly ceiling. Why? Why did I do this? I love it, but why did I do it? Okay, well, there's my ugly ceiling. I have fun with that. I'm going to stop wasting time in game now and get back to the patch notes because we have a bunch of bug fixes. Alright, so now we have bug fixes. So for console players, they have two. So one, they fix an issue with the cursor or become unresponsive after selecting an aspiration. And then also it says when reviewing the My Packs tab in the main menu, players will now see Growing Together first when selecting that pack. So, yeah, those two things are apparently fixed. Let's go on to the Sims 4 base game. So, live mode. Oh god, we have so many damn bug fixes. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I'm going to try to get through these pretty quickly, you guys. So, let's see. Sims may now consistently wash their hands in the sink closest to the toilet. Okay, notice they said more consistently, which means it's not going to 100% work, but I do appreciate them trying to work on this issue, because that has been an issue for so long. Just so long. Now they just got, if they can work on this, they gotta fix the washing the dishes in the bathroom. But the going to the one nearest to the toilet is the most common issue. Okay. Next says the item removed error message will no longer appear if you own everything on the lot. Thank goodness. That was so annoying. The Have Baby neighborhood story will no longer cause pregnancies for Sims that are listed as unable to become pregnant in their gender settings. Good, that's a good fix. Hihifa now remains invisible from distance. If you have not tried this delicious dessert in real life, we highly recommend it. The RB and B station now include MBO by Ari Linux, Breathe Again by Joy Oken. I don't know how to say that. and Blessed by Becca Hatch and Tonito. So they're adding some more songs in, basically. Flowers no longer sometimes break when loading a saved game. Sims now receive satisfaction points from confronting their fears. That's good. Reaching the top of the military career will now reward a player with the appropriate celebration screen. The help with needs animations for infants is now smoother with a sim picking them up. Okay, but will it actually work? Because half the time it doesn't work. That's the problem with that, not the animation. And then last, it says cleaning up animations for teenage sims while they are angry, seated, and focusing on a sim adjacent to them. Okay. And we have some build mode ones. We have quite a few, actually. Okay. Build mode. Stacking intersecting curved walls on top of each other no longer creates a gap in the ceiling of the lower room. I've had to deal with that. That's annoying. Doors can now be placed on the wall under circular roofs. Fantastic. Interior corners with slitted foundations can now be deleted. Curved walls no longer seam lines to appear on terrain. Raising terrain and then undoing the height adjustment or placing a platform no longer prevents objects from being placed on the area. I literally just got done dealing with this problem when I was building the house for my Rainbow Legacy Challenge. That's why I wanted to do something like that, but it just didn't work because of that glitch, and it was real annoying, which is why I ended up having brick inside my house. It worked out, it was cool, but it was just really annoying when I was dealing with that, so I'm glad they fixed it. Raising and lowering platforms with stairs attached no longer sometimes cuts out a segment of the wall. The sink category in build mode now lines up perfectly. Okay. Double and single gates no longer sometimes pop up one floor level while being placed on exterior wall fence. Players will now be able to click and drag sledgehammer across curved walls to delete them. Okay. And stair railings have been added to multiple preset build homes. Safety prevails. I wonder which homes they added to. I don't know I most of the time end up replacing or redesigning houses, so I don't know which ones they would be, but that's cool, I guess. Okay, and now we're in Creative Sim, which doesn't have near as much. When using a mirror, apply sensitive details are now saved after exiting Creative Sim. When using a mirror, birthmark skin details are now saved after re-entering Creative Sim. They couldn't just put those two together. Like, okay, whatever. A top no longer gives female Sims rough shapes. They fixed the issue with a jersey causing incorrect fingernail colors. They have a tank top that now tucks underneath shirt, pants, and shorts. And Creative Sim UI has been updated so the select traits tiles won't overlap with the visual elements. I still want them. All I care about with Creative Sim is that it fixes the fact the game keeps crashing when you go in and out of it. But that's just what I'm saying. And then miscellaneous, entering the wrong Twitter credentials or completing the email verification requirement no longer causes the game to crash. The game now gracefully handles disconnecting Bluetooth devices. Okay. Alright, so all the rest of the bug fixes are for specific packs. It does not apply to the base game. So first we have Get to Work. The robot on the Invention Constructor will now respond to requests to the chat. Intervention constructors have been repaired. They will now properly display their holographic displays in the construction area and not the top of the sim operating the device. Sims in the doctor career will now collaborate X-ray machines. This info has been added to their medical training. aliens' fertility increase. Male Sims that are abducted by aliens can now get pregnant. I think that was just an issue in general. Because even when I was trying to cheat for my female sim to get pregnant, and went in the settings and turned it on the cheat settings where you can make a girl get pregnant. But even though she got abducted like 10 or 12 times, she just didn't get pregnant. And I have seen other simmers where the male wasn't getting pregnant. So I think that was just a general issue. Like, the aliens just stopped being fertile for like a year. But I'm glad that this is fixed. So maybe now cheating for female sims to get pregnant by aliens will work. Who knows? Alright, but next we have cats and dogs. It literally has two. Townie Sims no longer occasionally unleash their dogs before walking out of the neighborhood. There will be no more flashbacks to Simor waiting in front of a pizza shop. Paint mode for dogs has a white swatch that is now properly brown. And then seasons, hangout and support beam spandrels no longer turn white when it snows outside. Interactions for lighting a menorah or a kinara, I probably just totally murdered that, now have unique icons. The interaction to build a snowplow will no longer fail when visiting Mount Komorebi. Oh, that's cute. And then the outfit is no longer distorted Sims legs. I don't know what outfit that is, but good to know. In Get Famous, we have one. It says the hairstyle unlocked by the acting career. Now I'll show all newly added hair swatches. In Island Living, mermaids previously would not die due to starvation or aging up. That has been fixed. Remember to feed your mermaids. And then in Mac, they fixed a small shader issue on the lagoon look lot in Sulani. I actually built on that lot a lot, so that's probably good. Discover University. The listen to interaction has been added back to the party bot. Thick window frames will no longer stick out when the camera pans behind them. The amount of robotic scrap gained when performing an experiment on a chemistry lab has been tuned down, my bad. Sims will now get a 200 simoleon higher bonus for starting the chef career track after getting university degree. It practically pays for itself. And then Eco Lifestyle has 4. We fixed an issue where the wood earplugs appear discolored when pairing with Pacific hairstyles. They fixed a rare issue where the Eco Inspector would still issue fines to households that have upgraded their appliance. Fixed an issue where the neighborhood Sims could not be sent home. Neighborly manners have been repaired. And then removed a duplicate place and world interaction that appeared on trash fruit in the Sims inventory. Snowy Escape has 3. Sky boots no longer appear in the change outfit picker. Sims will also remove ski boots when bathing. A take off snow boots interaction has been added. Okay. Didn't know that was an issue, but sure. Hanging the support beam from the season's expansion pack no longer appears blank when placed on the Yukimitsu's. What? Oh my god, I'm horrible at pronouncing stuff. I'm sorry. And fix an issue where snowy escape doors would cause a small shift in the wallpaper on the wall they were placed on. Alright. Oh wow, College Living has a lot. Good lord. And so is High School Years. I mean, okay, all the newer ones have a bunch of... Is College Living so new? I guess College Living isn't new anymore. I still feel like it's new. I love that pack. But it has a lot of issues apparently. So let's get to this. Animals no longer age up and die when the aging animal aging option is turned off in game settings. That's good because I always keep that turned off. Fix an issue where earbuds would occasionally play multiple songs at the same time when listening to cottagecore music. Cows and llamas come out of their shed autonomously and no longer are unhappy when their shed is clean and full of feed. So glad that I didn't deal with any of these glitches while I was playing with this pack very, very hard. Okay. Fix a few cases where Sims would not automatically choose knit and cross stitch. Sims are now able to socialize with rabbits. Fixed an issue where chickens would not eat treats. Residents of Hinford on Bagley will less often mention how local residents are in need of help. Animal friends will now appear in the relationship panel filter for friends. Oh, that's adorable. Okay. Various translation fixes have been applied to the wild rabbit home. The start gardening help for all rabbit residents interaction is no longer missing from wild rabbit home. Roosters images now show more of the rooster. Mazaha ball soup and chala, whatever, now are available for simple living lot challenge. And Sims now immediately join cooking during the cooking together interaction. That has been an issue I've been having in my Rainbow Legacy Challenge. I've tried cooking together a couple times, and if it's more than 2 people, it doesn't like it. Or, no, it was also happened in my other Legacy Challenge, my Short Legacy Challenge. When I tried to have my Sim and their family make dinner at a birthday party, and it just didn't work. Like, not even the Sim I was controlling would cook. So that was really annoying. Okay, so we have a bunch for high school years. So Sims will no longer return from work or school early on the day they change the color of their phone case. Townie Sims are no longer all pansexual. Well, I know that they, in this pack, were very strongly working on sexuality at that time. Not like sexual stuff, but like actual like gay, bi, pansexual, all that. And I know some of the Sims specifically were meant to be fully gay. So I'm glad that they fixed that. But I kind of liked all my Sims being pansexual. I'm not going to lie. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm pansexual. But, and that's just like how I always grew up thinking was, I guess, in a pansexual way. So, that's always how I play my games. Like, all my Sims have always have been pretty much just been pansexual. So, mixed feelings. Mixed feelings. But I'm glad people are able to represent themselves. Don't get me wrong. I don't want people to think I don't want gay people to represent themselves in the game. But, yeah. I do like the fact that we can represent ourselves however we want. Well, mostly however we want. They've said they have some work to do on it. But whatever. Moving on. I just have mixed feelings about that, but I am happy that is fixed. Okay, next one. Ship to buyer no longer breaks. The Sims replaces the mailbox on their home lot. Trendy sales can now be completed. I did have a problem with that, but that was a very long time ago. The want to listen to music has been tuned to occur less frequently. Fixed high school years hairstyles that were applying hair colors to Sims' ears. Fixed an issue where teen Sims would stay at career day too long, which prevented them from serving detention. This would get them expelled. Interesting. Fix an issue where Sims who left graduation early were occasionally stuck on their graduation outfit. Infants and toddlers will no longer use the same animations as adults when using the easy access window object. Fix a rare situation where angry about crush sentiment was triggering incorrectly. And then the last one for this pack is the ask about graduation interaction is no longer available on Sims that haven't been greeted. Okay. Growing Together has a lot, but not near as much as high school years. So, Carmine Luna no longer appears with a random personality trait in each new save. Okay. Broken objects on activity tables no longer are observed when placed in Treehouse. Fixed a rare issue where food made by Eleanor Sullivan could not be cleaned up. I think I did run into that issue, actually. Pretty sure I did. Fixed an unusual case of adult Sims refusing to pick up and interact toddlers that have returned from daycare until those toddlers had changed outfits. During the newborn age-up interaction, the baby's first rug object is now placed in more appropriate locations. They literally would just place them underneath the bassinets. Like, either right beside or, like, where it was, like, in the middle, and the head would go, like, underneath the bassinet. It was a mess. It was a mess. So I'm glad to see the 6, but I'm also very curious of where it's going to put them, because I don't want them going outside. But we'll see. That may be a whole issue. It may be fixed and be wonderful. We'll see. Fix an issue in Pacific language where the title on the self-discovery personality trait would pop up and overlap with other text on the screen. And then Sims sitting on couches can now perform social crib interactions. Okay. And we have a few that just have, well, okay, I say a few. We have a lot that just have a couple. So, Dine Out has 2. Fixed a rare issue when running a restaurant where hosts and chefs were not able to be hired for the managed employee menu. And fixed an issue where sometimes opening the Sims profile on a chef will instead open the Sims profile on the last Sim the player had looked at. Vampire Sims can now do group dances on the floor. Realm of Magic Sims can now hold varying roots properly when eating it from the inventory. Star Wars. The Batu radio stations are now available for likes and dislikes in the music genre category in Create a Sim. Dream Home Decorator Sims preferences now support custom pronouns in English. Fantastic. My Wedding Stories fix a piercing for a few packs item, fix pricing for a few pack items. Dance floors now have the dance skill tag in build mode, and decorative objects now have environment value. Werewolves. Players are now able to add, change, or modify body scars during game. Moon textures are no longer the same in all worlds. Interesting. I didn't think about the fact that it would be different in different worlds. What you learn from reading these patch notes is amazing. Okay. Added a new cleanup books interaction to most genre books, not including homework or skill books, that are in the open street and not owned by the Sims player. This will allow books to be cleaned up. Yeah, that was an issue I was seeing in libraries a lot. Movie Hangout. Sims can now watch TV without needing a player direction. I wonder why my Sims hadn't been watching TV that much. Like, they used to watch it all the time, and now they never do. I guess that's why. Okay. Nifty Knitting. added new text to show that Sims are able to knit onesies for infants and babies as well. Machino, and that is another pack I don't own. Machino item prices have been adjusted to fit the style. Busted Dust vacuum cleaner game performance is even now more sucky in a good way, of course. And there's 3 more. Alright. Well, 2 more categories, and then one has 2 and one has 1. Alright, Courtyard Oasis. The functional off-the-grid stat has been added to the Sunset Glow Lantern objects and incorrect power consumption rating on the objects that has been fixed. Items from Courtyard Kit Oasis Industrial Loft Kit decor to the Max Kit and Little Campers Kits have been tuned to have more sensible pricing and environment values. And then the last one is for Carnival Streetwear, and it says the Carnival radio station is now available for likes and dislikes in the music genre category in Sims. And we made it through all the patch notes. Oh my goodness, that was a huge patch. Guys, I mean, it was a good patch. Do not get me wrong. I am very happy with this patch. But that was a lot to take in. So if you made it to the end of this video, thank you. Like I said, I am sorry that I'm coming out with this super late, but I am getting it up as soon as I can. I don't know exactly when that'll be, but I'm working on it, you guys. And hopefully the horse pack stuff will be coming out very soon, because it's coming out on the 20th. I'm so excited. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that awesome stuff, because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. Alright.